that is exactly what Martifer did. We believe that this joint venture has a strong foundation and is capable of overcoming all challenges that the globalized world will present. We deeply believe that together, Hirschfeld Industries and Martifer Energy Systems, with the skill brought to this project, will be condition enough for success, not only for both partners, but also for the city of San Angelo, its citizens, and the state of Texas. I want to congratulate Martifer team and Hirschfeld team for the great job they have done creating conditions for the success of this joint venture, putting together long experience in metallic construction in the region and North America from Hirschfeld with the wind know-how from Martifer in a state that is the leader in the wind installed capacity, the state of Texas. We will proceed forward as winners, knowing the complexity of the challenge of the present world economy. This financial crisis crossing the world, and knowing country borders wasn't enough to stop us. That's why we are here today with you. In the entrepreneur life, as well in our personal life, paraphrasing the poet Pablo Neruda, El camino se hace caminando. That means the way is done walking. We want to add value in the world that we belong to, making business that preserves our planet. This is what we believe. As David Crockett said, you may all go to hell. I'm going to Texas. Thank you very much.
Honored guests, a long journey was made until this short speech today here in this piece of land of San Angelo, Texas. I had the honor to walk every single step on this way. As George Martinez mentioned, in late 2007, this factory was just an idea, and today it is becoming a reality. This reality today has a name, Martifer-Hirschfeld Energy Systems. Next Monday, June the 22nd, this idea will start to transform into concrete and steel, overhead cranes, heavy machine, and a lot of people. It would not be honest from my part if I wouldn't recall in a very particular form the full support and the affection that we have received from numerous organizations and the people that give life to these organizations. Some in more permanent, others in more sporadic, ways, but all important in pursuing this project. I came here as a foreigner today. San Angelo is my city where my kids are growing. During the year of 2010, the capacity of this plant, which construction will next Monday begin, will move to its maximum capacities. I'd like to, to invite all of you in a year's time to look at the rail line and observe the towers that train carries, and share with me, proudly made in San Angelo from Martifer-Hirschfeld manufacturing plant. In 2010, we will have temporarily a train that travels at 10 miles per hour. In 2011, it is expected that this train will run from San Angelo to Coleman at the speed of 25 miles per hour. I also want to take this opportunity to thank to the authorities of Texas Department of Transportation for the commitment and effort in these important improvements for the transportation of goods coming from West Central Texas. When entrepreneurs feel that they are not alone and their effort is convergent with the authorities of the city and the state government, of course the implementation of projects like this is reached with a lot of satisfaction of all the players. That is what we celebrate here today. If you allow me, I'd like to say to Jorge Martins that I really remember the first meeting we had together in Martifer. After that meeting, and you remember, you encouraged me to come again in 2 weeks to have a different kind of meeting. But so did I. I'm very proud of being part of Martifer team. You and your brother are the great examples. Thank you for being here. Finally, I'd like to mention just one more note, and this note is addressed to joint venture Martifer-Hirschfeld Energy Systems. It is a privilege to be part of this team, the success and confidence that it represents. I'm really proud of it. Thank you all for coming here, and thank you for joining us today. Thank you.
George, Pedro, maybe we need to get in on whatever that little inside joke is that he was talking about. At this time, Dennis Hirschfeld, CEO of Hirschfeld Industries, and Richard Phillips, President of Hirschfeld Industries, are going to make a few remarks. Let me say before Dennis, you're going to go first. Before Dennis comes, all of us are aware that Hirschfeld Steel has been in San Angelo a long time, 90 years as referenced. This is one of the great things about this community is that we do come together when we have opportunities like this. Dennis, we're glad you're here. We're glad this was afforded to us. We look forward to hearing from you too.
Well, I'm sure Tommy wanted to say more than he did, but he was very gracious. Thanks, Tommy. Well, as most of y'all know, I'm not really one for exaggeration or over embellishment of issues, but I have to say that today is a transformational event for the city of San Angelo, the state of Texas, and our two companies, Hirschfeld Industries and Martifer. With the stroke of a pen last night, we formed a joint venture that will put increasingly Hirschfeld and Martifer in the front lines of renewable energy products in West Texas. The partnership that Martifer and the city and the state developed is one that we just continued on with discussions with Martifer. Hirschfeld had always been looking at getting in the wind tower business. In fact, back in the early 2000s, my brother David Hirschfeld and Wendell Hirschfeld, I believe, are here. We developed a business plan to get into the wind tower business, but based on economic conditions, the state of the economy, we decided it was not the best time to pursue that type of endeavor. And quite frankly, whenever Martifer came to town, we were excited, but it was a bittersweet excitement because they were coming in and quite frankly were going to be competitors of Hirschfeld. And we decided that, you know, maybe we could extend our hand out and see if we could negotiate some type of agreement between the two companies. And it was a very interesting process between myself, our CFO Thomas Barrett. We made a meeting with Martifer, and we sat down with Pedro and Antonio. This was several months ago, and we just asked them, would you guys be interested in some type of joint venture? And it was a very short answer, and they said, yes, we would be interested in that.